My wife and kid have left me to walk the length of Gwanghwamun Plaza together. Junior is completely wet, so he doesn't care, but he will get cold in the car with the air conditioner going. It is really a beautiful night. It's about 22 degrees and it's been like 28 to 35 or pouring buckets and sheets of rain for the last a long time. So it's actually very nice. It's a good day to take a walk, even if it's a little rainy. I would be out here. I would just take off my glasses, put on sandals instead of shoes, and be out here myself. But I'm gonna walk down and get the car and the kids. Well, this is one of the big streets. It passes in front of Gwanghwamun Plaza. My very first months and weeks in Seoul, I remember coming up to this area after reading in the Lonely Planet tour guide, back when people bought Lonely Planet tour guide paper books, that Jongno was where it was happening, and that there was a CD store here. So I was like, oh man, I gotta go get me some CDs. So I came out to the Jongno subway stations, started walking and wandering around, ended up here at Gwanghwamun Plaza, and still one of my first memories of wandering around Seoul on my own. This is the Kyobo Bookstore, one of the great landmarks of downtown Seoul. It's gone through several extensive remodels. I still remember the first remodel. It was just ugly as sin when it first came out. And then they like remodeled it and it was so easy to get lost. But the Kyobo Bookstore, for a long time, had far and away the best English book section. So this was where you would go. Even now, it still has a pretty good English book section. Which is where we're heading right now. And one thing that I always check for when I come here, oh, they've moved this around. These are English learning books now. They used to be young adult. I like going down to the young adult section. If I can find it. To see if I can spot a book by my best friend from university, Jonathan Oxier. And it has happened before. Let's see, here's the A. Let's see now. Shadow and Bone, oh, Lee Bardugo. I really like those. Looks like they don't have any ox here today. At least not here. But they have been spotted before. I'll say that for sure. Which one was it? I'm trying to remember if it was Sophie Choir or a different one. Anyway, is still pretty significant English section. One of the more notable ones. And then off to the elevator. Okay. All right. Another great thing about living in downtown Seoul, although I wouldn't say this is unique to downtown Seoul, is that so many places are open till 10. That's what I said, till 10 o'clock. I remember when I first came to Korea, I looked around and I saw so many, you know, like if you walk down the street, there's like a laundromat here and then another laundromat there, or dry cleaners, right? Dry cleaners here, and then across the street there's another dry cleaner, and you go 200 yards down the block and there's another dry cleaner. And I think, how on earth can any of these places stay above water when there's another 7-Eleven or something or equivalent, you know, 400 steps that way? And there's another grocery store 600 steps that way, and there are 3 coffee shops on the same intersection. But then I went back to Canada after my first year in Korea, and I went to a mall and I walked around the mall, and rather than being like, how can these places stay open because there's so much competition, I just looked around and I was like, where are the people? There just weren't any people. So here, I mean, places are open until 10. There's competition right across the street. And in Canada, you know, like, hey, listen, we're the only jewelry store in a 10-kilometer radius, but there's nobody in there ever. So I was wondering just as much in Canada how they do it. Anyway, that is a little tour with Raboseo for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. Have a good night.